I truly believe that all of us have a spark of greatness within us. We just need to explore and nurture it. I want to start with a very small story. I once walked into a restroom area on a busy airport. The moment I went into that area, I was greeted by a janitor with a very warm smile. It was very unusual experience for me. He said to me, "Welcome to my office, sir." This moment made my day. In that moment, I saw greatness. Greatness is not about having big titles, earning a lot of money, or being very popular and famous. Greatness is all about taking pride in what you do and inspiring others around you. As I said in the start, all of us have spark of greatness within us. I believe the greatness is not exclusive. I believe greatness is not inherited. We have it within ourselves. We just need to find and nurture it. Today, I am going to talk about few ways through which we can nurture our greatness. And I will try to tell you small stories along the way of some popular people most of the time. So I hope it will be interesting and engaging for you. The very first thing about nurturing your inner greatness is understanding who you truly are, understanding your true self. And I want to share a small story. Parents, whoever are parents here will relate to that. There was a young child who loved spending time with his parents. One day, his parents were working from home and the kid was getting restless, asking them to play with him again and again. He was coming to them again and again and asking them to play with him, give him some time. So, parents thought of a way to keep him busy. They give him a puzzle to solve. It was not just any puzzle, it was one big detailed map of the whole world with countries, cities, and landmarks in it. They asked their child to put this puzzle together. And they thought, since it's a very big puzzle, it will keep him busy for a long while. But to their surprise, the child came back shortly after that, and the puzzle was assembled perfectly fine. They were really surprised and curious. They asked him, "How were you able to put this big detailed puzzle together that quickly?" Child flipped the puzzle over and revealed the secret. On the back of each puzzle piece was the picture of a person. Instead of putting the puzzle together, the child focused on putting the person together. So, as soon as he completed the person, his whole world fell into one piece. So, this small story gives us an important lesson. Most of the time, we are worried about the world around us. Most of the time, we are worried about making sense of society, making sense of our family dynamics, making sense of our friends, but we ignore the most important piece, our own self. So, in order to walk on the path of greatness, the first thing we need to worry about is our own self. Try to spend some time with your own self on regular basis. Find out a time slot in your calendar which is purely with your own self, and make sure it is away from all sort of distractions, all sort of modern devices. Imagine this. You are standing in front of a mirror every day and ask yourself some questions. What are my strengths? What are my weaknesses? Which thing makes me great? What are the qualities and what are the qualities in others that I admire most, and how I can adopt those within myself? How do I handle my emotions? How do I label my emotions? So as soon as you start making sense of your own self, you will start walking on the path of greatness. So take some time out from your busy schedule and spend a little bit of time with your own self. I want to share is believing in your own self and following your dreams. Most of the time, we have a vision, we have a mission, but we do not believe in our own selves. So, you have to believe in your own self before others start believing in you. So, I want to share a story from this gentleman. This gentleman is a household name in the field of technology and space today, but his journey was filled with uncertainty, risks, and the magnitude of ambitions which others were not able to understand. In early 2000, Elon Musk started SpaceX and he put all his money into it. His vision was that he wanted to make space exploration affordable and accessible. It was time when space journey and space explorations were only government controlled. So everyone said you have very slim chances of success. You cannot become successful at this. And again, talking about learning from your mistakes. Over the passage of next few years, SpaceX ran into many failures. There are a lot of rockets failed on the launch site. By 2008, Musk was nearly out of money and his company was on verge of bankruptcy. If their last rocket attempt failed, the company would likely go bankrupt and Musk's dream would die. But it was Elon Musk's belief in his own vision and his ability to learn from his mistakes that their last rocket launch was a success. And this changed everything for them. And they won big NASA contracts. So, Elon Musk's story is also a story for all of us. We all have those bigger and bold goals, but we need courage to pursue them. And more importantly, we also need courage to keep learning from our own mistakes. The next thing about nurturing your inner greatness is build a strong group of people around you. Consider this: if you are the most smart person in your company, it is probably time to change your company. If you think you are the fastest runner in your neighborhood, you should probably join some new races. And at the same time, if you feel that you are the most loving and kind person in your group, you probably need to expand your community. You become the average of 5 people you spend your most time with. It is very important, so I will repeat it. You become the average of 5 people you spend your most time with. So choose your circle very carefully. Choose your friends very wisely. And I will also recommend that cut loose those friends who don't inspire you. And on the path of greatness, you need to build a strong team around you. I do come from an IT and software development background, so I might quote Steve Jobs a couple of times. In 1990s, when Steve Jobs returned to Apple, the company was struggling. They were not making a lot of profits, but Steve Jobs brought with him a group of individuals who were finest in what they did. But this was not the only quality in those people. These people had the guts to stand up to Steve Jobs and tell him when he was not right. So, they say, that greatness thrives in an environment of inspiration and challenge. When you are walking on the path of greatness, make sure that the people around you inspire you to become better. So, always keep your winner friends around yourself and let loose your loser friends. So, everyone talks about global economy, recession, economy shrinkage. If you are best at what you do, these terminologies don't matter for you. So become the best at what you do, no matter whatever you are pursuing. If you are trying to become a photographer, become the best one. You can change the world by sitting in a third world country as well. If you are trying to open a bakery, sure, open the best bakery in town. And similarly, if you are trying to become a software engineer, try to become the best software engineer. Then you won't have to worry about other factors like global economy and recession. The world will always have place for you. Marketplace always rewards the excellence. So build that excellence within yourself. Never underestimate the importance of building good small habits. So our parents always teach us, wake up early in the morning, eat healthy food, go to bed as early as possible. In my walk of life, whichever great person you see, the popular person, the great person, they have all those habits. So good small habits yields excellent results. Good small habits make you a great person. You cannot become $1 million person with $1 habit. So you need to work on your habits. If you want to become great, you need to build great habits around that particular personality. So in my opinion, the few habits which I will really encourage is take a good night's sleep. There should be nothing in the world that should disturb your sleep. Focus on your sleep. It's very important for you. And at the same time, never underestimate the importance of having a healthy body. As they say, a healthy body has a healthy mind. Focus on your exercise, focus on routine that keeps you agile. And at the same time, this is the most important good habit in my experience is practice gratitude more. All great people practice and express gratitude more, and they don't express disappointment that often. Just look at your lives right now. I think all of us have 1 million reasons to be grateful for. So practice gratitude at every step of your life. And most importantly, try to be a mindful person, because as they say that a mindful person is a really focused person, and a focused person can get a lot of things achieved in a very short amount of time. And I would like to tell a story again from Steve Jobs. He had a habit of doing walking meetings. So he used to collect his meeting participants and go on long walks around Palo Alto. This was his way of keeping himself fit and energized, but at the same time, he always thought that walking meetings were a way to create and ignite spark of greatness. So adopt habits like that, all those habits that make you better, and lose those habits that are not aligned with your mission, with your goal. The most important, the last but not least, when you are walking on your path of greatness, or if you have achieved greatness, always give back to community. Never underestimate the importance of giving back to community. If you have become a good software developer, please teach your people around you, your friends, how to become like that. If you are a good quality assurance engineer, please enlighten your team members, enlighten your friends, enlighten your colleagues on the importance of creating a quality centric mindset. So always give back to society. And I would like to quote the great Muhammad Ali here. Muhammad Ali was not a champion only inside the ring. He was also a champion outside the ring as well. One night, he was driving back home and he saw a homeless shelter. He stopped his car, went into the shelter, and spent the entire night talking to homeless people and understanding their stories. Before dawn, he left that shelter, but he ended up donating a huge amount of money to that cause. So become that person who reward back to society. It will nurture your inner greatness to a further extent. As I go closer to my final remarks, if you have that card, the one side of that card says one bold goal. So my request to you is take this card with you, take it with you at home, and write down one bold goal that you want to achieve in life. This goal should be something that will make you feel happy and proud if achieved. And I will request you to keep this card somewhere you can see it on regular basis, maybe on the dashboard of your car, maybe on your work table, maybe on your study table. Let this card be a daily reminder to you to seek your inner greatness. Thank you so much, everyone.